As the Big Ten Conference season kicks off, Nebraska remains a strong contender, sitting comfortably in the top 3, despite slipping a spot in the latest rankings. The Huskers will be aiming for a crucial series win this weekend against Ohio State, which could be a pivotal matchup in determining their postseason positioning. Preseason tournament season has come to a close, and now the true test begins for Big Ten teams as they enter conference play. Among the exciting matchups for this weekend, the Nebraska vs. Ohio State series stands out as one of the most important. The outcome of this series could solidify both teams' standing as the race for the postseason intensifies. This could potentially be the toughest series for Nebraska this spring, offering them a prime opportunity to showcase their strength and prove themselves as a top contender in the conference. The rankings update brings some notable shifts, reflecting how teams have performed in their non-conference play. Husker, 24-4, previous 1. The Bruins continue to hold the top spot, maintaining a solid record and entering the conference season as one of the most formidable teams. Oregon, 24-2, previous 4. Oregon has climbed to second place, bolstered by an impressive start to the season, now gearing up for key matchups in the conference. Nebraska, 19-6, previous 2. Despite slipping one spot, Nebraska remains in the top 3 and will look to bounce back in their conference opener against Ohio State. Ohio State, 18-5-1, previous 6. Ohio State has seen a significant rise, moving up from 6th place. They now face a critical challenge in their series against Nebraska. Washington, 20-7, previous 9. Washington's strong performances have propelled them to 5th, making them a team to watch as they progress through the conference season. Indiana, 19-5, previous 5. Indiana maintains a solid position in the rankings, though they drop a spot after some tougher matchups in recent weeks. Michigan, 18-7, previous 10. Michigan has made a solid comeback, climbing into the top 7 after their recent wins, positioning themselves as a contender in the Big Ten. Wisconsin, 16-8, previous 7. Wisconsin stays in the top 8 but sees a slight slip in the rankings. Iowa, 16-8, previous 11. Iowa has made notable strides, moving up several spots to sit just outside the top 8. Northwestern, 9-9, previous 3. Northwestern experiences a significant drop, falling from 3rd to 10th place after struggling early in the season. Purdue, 15-9, previous 12. Purdue remains steady, staying in the middle of the Packers. Conference play begins. Minnesota, 11-13, previous 14. Minnesota has improved slightly, moving up a couple of spots in the rankings. Penn State, 12-11, previous 13. Penn State holds steady in the rankings with a fairly balanced record. Illinois, 12-9, previous 15. Illinois sees a slight rise in the rankings after a solid start to the season. Rutgers, 13-15, previous 16. Rutgers moves up in the rankings, despite having a losing record overall. Maryland, 10-11, previous 8. Maryland drops several spots after a mixed performance in non-conference play. Michigan State, 7-9, previous 17. Michigan State stays at the bottom of the rankings, struggling to gain momentum as conference play approaches. As Big Ten play heats up, the rankings are sure to shift further, and Nebraska's series against Ohio State will be key in determining their path forward. Can they claim the critical B1G series win, or will Ohio State seize the opportunity to push their own postseason aspirations? Fans of the conference will be eagerly watching this weekend's matchups.